I'm a 45-year-old single mom of three, and I've been single now or divorced for 5 years, since 2020. And I think a lot about being single. And I don't mean I think a lot about it like, woe is me, like poor me. I think a lot about it because I think I'm a little bit obsessed, to be honest, with what a healthy relationship looks like. Because for me, I grew up, my parents have both been married 4 times. I've never been in a healthy relationship. And in the past 5 years, I've done a lot of work on myself.
Yeah, so 40 years of age, single mother of three, divorced, and has done a lot of work on herself over the past 5 years. I think we all know what doing a lot of work on yourself means for these modern women. It essentially just means that for the previous 5 years, she's been hooking up with random dudes and failing to get commitment because she is a 40-year-old divorced single mother. But what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again with some complete nonsense. And on today's episode, we are going to be kicking it off with a clip from this woman who is on TikTok of all places at 45 years of age. And she is questioning, hey, am I going to be a single mother forever? So let's jump right into her video. We also have another video, which I'll be showing you later today, of a woman who gets completely humbled. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments.
I'm a 45-year-old single mom of three, and I've been single now or divorced for 5 years, since 2020. And I think a lot about being single. And I don't mean I think a lot about it like, woe is me, like poor me. I think a lot about it because I think I'm a little bit obsessed, to be honest, with what a healthy relationship looks like.
Yeah, so here's what she's obsessed with. Okay, she's concerned about what a healthy relationship looks like. No. What we are concerned about is finding a dude who's actually going to provide for her and take care of 3 kids that are not his own. Okay, again, guys, so this is a woman who's 45, divorced, hasn't been in a relationship, it seems, for the last 5 years. So this is a lot of negatives, and a lot of guys are not going to want to date this. They're not going to be interested in having a long-term committed relationship with a divorced single mother of 3 who is 45 years of age. It's just not going to happen. So this woman is concerned, not because she's worried about finding love, right, or finding a good man. She just wants to be able to go out there and find a provider who's going to look after her and the kids that are not his own.
Because for me, I grew up, my parents have both been married 4 times. I've never been in a healthy relationship. And in the past 5 years, I've done a lot of work on myself.
Isn't it crazy how this woman says that she has never been in a healthy relationship her entire life? Now, when I hear this, guys, I don't immediately think, oh, wow, the men are the problem. You know what I mean? My immediate thought is that this woman is either A, lying about the dudes she's been with, and she has been with good men, she just doesn't like them, or B, she can't choose men at all, and she chooses a lot of bad boys. Personally, I think it's a mixture of those two things, but her parents being divorced 4 times is kind of crazy as well. So obviously, not a good environment to begin with, but boy, has she continued the trend. She's got 1 divorce under her belt already.
I've worked on my mental health, my physical health, my spiritual health. I'm a pretty good human at this point in my life. I've put in the work to be a better mother and human, and it's taken a lot of effort. And I think I'm at this point now where, excuse me, I feel like I want to know what it would be like to be in a healthy relationship.
Wait, so now we're ready. Wait. So 45 years of age, 3 kids, divorced, and now we are potentially ready to find out what a good relationship looks like. Get the hell out of here, man. This is what I'm talking about, guys, where women will screw up their entire lives. They'll go out there, have kids with random dudes. They'll give away decades of their life to these random guys as well. And then they'll turn around at the end of it all and go, you know what? I'm ready for a good relationship now. These women could have had their good relationship 50 times over. Hell, there's a good chance her husband was a good man, but she left because she was bored. I mean, this woman has been screwing around for the last 5 years. Which tells me, guys, that she divorced the guy or the guy divorced her because she was cheating or something like this. But either way, she wanted to return to the streets. But now the streets are getting cold, so it's time to return to the safety of a marriage or the safety of a man. It's completely insane to me what a spit in the face this is for men. when women turn around and do this stuff and now they say, well, I'm ready for a relationship. This is like a guy. This is the equivalent, okay, of a man being very successful, in shape, having millions of dollars, okay? And then what he does is he stops going to the gym. He loses his physique and how good he looks. He gambles away all of his money and loses it. And then he's like, you know what? Now I'm ready for a supermodel girlfriend who's going to come along and cook for me every day, right? Women are going to look at that guy like he's crazy. But this is the exact same situation that women find themselves in, guys. You know, divorced, 3 children, and now we're looking for a provider. Come on now.
I feel like I want to know what it would be like to be in a healthy relationship. And, you know, I've been through like the 7 stages of grief post-divorce. You know, I was so angry. I hated men. I hated the idea of marriage. And then I was just like desperate for a man at one point, you know, where I wanted to be saved by a man. I've been through it all, but I've come out on the other side. And I think I just think a lot about it because I want to know if it's possible. I want to know if I can be in a good relationship. I want to know what that feels like.
Oh my goodness, we're still concerned with the feelings, but really, what she's actually looking for, guys, throw away all this stuff about, oh, I'm a good human being now. I've done work on myself, okay? I'm no longer desperate for a man. Just throw it all away. And the translation of this video is, hey, I'm 45 and I don't want to keep paying my bills and looking after 3 children by myself. That's all that this means. The women aren't, these girls are not actually quote unquote healed. They still have an incredible amount of baggage. They have children to another man. Like, there is no other way to look at this other than this is a terrible deal for a man. And these women are not healed. I'm sorry, but whenever I hear that a woman has been on some sort of a healing journey where she's worked on herself and now she's a good human, the translation to this is she has left her marriage or relationship or whatever it is. She's slept with a lot of guys, and now she realizes that she wants a man who provides XYZ to her. So what it means is she's developed boundaries, is what she'll call them. But really what it is it's a list of requirements for the men that she's not attracted to, and this next quote unquote good man that she's going to allow into her life because she's so great. It's so stupid.
Possible. I want to know if I can be in a good relationship. I want to know what that feels like. And that might sound corny, but I can't stop my desire for that. And it's like, you know, there's a part of me that can't let it go. You know, I don't really want to be single for the rest of my life. You know, of course I love the comfort of being home. I love my space, but I feel like I want a partner in all of this, you know?
Yeah, of course you do. You want a partner, right? Quote unquote partner, because you don't want to have to take on 100% of life's responsibilities by yourself anymore. What it means is I don't want to pay bills. I don't want to do the housework. I don't want to do all of the raising of the children by myself. I need somebody to help me. Make no mistake, these women are not actually looking for a man to love and care about or things like this. What they're looking for is someone that's more like a handyman. You know, someone who's going to come along, work hard, pay the bills, fix the problems in the house, look after kids that are not his own, and essentially just get the short end of the stick. He's looking after children from some other dude. Multiple, mind you. Hell, we don't even know if it's one dude. Maybe it's multiple guys. She's got 3 children. Who the hell knows? Good chance there that they're not actually the dude that she was married to's kids. So many issues are here. And she just wants a dude who's going to help her with life. Guys, like, these videos are a dime a dozen. There are so many of these, and the women use the same language because they're trying to avoid accountability and make themselves look good in the videos that they make, but they all follow these exact same patterns pretty much.
You know, of course I love the comfort of being home. I love my space, but I feel like I want a partner in all of this. You know, I feel like I want to show my kids what a healthy relationship looks like because they've never seen it before either. They've only seen their father and I be in this very dysfunctional relationship. They've seen his post-divorce relationships, which not saying nothing. And so, you know, I want to model for them a healthy relationship. I also don't want to bring some strange dude into the house. And you know, I've been through that. I've had multiple step parents, and I never want to do that to my children. So it's not like I'd be.
Holy hell. So a lot to unpack here, guys. This woman has bought, so this quote unquote great mother, okay, great human being, which is the words that she used, not me, all right? I'm not even being sarcastic about this. This is the words that she chose. This developed mother, okay, this great human being who has worked on herself, has, since the marriage, bought multiple random dudes around her children to play stepfather. Okay, and none of them have worked out. And mind you, she's sitting here criticizing her ex-husband's relationships post-divorce as well. This is completely ridiculous. So we've had multiple stepfathers in the picture, haven't been able to make it work with a single one of those. They probably didn't want to stick around, or she probably got sick of them because they were too simpish. But nevertheless, we've already bought a whole bunch of relationships around the kids. And this is not good for children. Like, there is no way that it is safe and good for children to grow up in a household where the father is, not only is the father removed, but we also have multiple other random men going in and out of this revolving door that is this one woman's love life. It's insane. It's so insane.
Step parents, and I never want to do that to my children. So it's not like I'd be irresponsible about it. But so I guess I'm saying I have very high expectations. And all those guys are going to come from me like, yeah, okay, single mom, you loser, whatever. I literally don't care. But I'm a pretty awesome woman. And I, you know, if I'm going to date somebody, he would have to be an awesome man.
Yeah. So here's the thing. You can price yourself however you want. You can say that I deserve a fantastic man. You can say that you deserve a millionaire. You can say that you deserve a guy who's really tall, or who takes you out on all of these different dates and buys you everything and, you know, pays your bills. But if nobody's buying, are you really actually deserving of these things? Guys, I've made this analogy before, okay? But I could have a car and I could go out and I could try and sell the car for $100,000. But the problem is, if the car is not worth $100,000, I'm not going to be able to sell it for $100,000, because it's actually men who decide whether or not to come into your life and to date you and to look after you and to do all of these things. So you can sit here and say, well, I'm not a loser. I'm a fantastic mother. I'm a great human. Whatever. That's totally cool. You can sit here and you can say, I want a fantastic man. Fine. But here's the problem. You cannot get one, it seems. So what does that tell you? Right? You've screwed up. That's what that means. You're pricing yourself too damn high. Here's a list of all the requirements I have. Madam, you are a divorced single mother of 3 at 45 years of age. You have no leverage over men. Absolutely none. You have nothing that men are really looking for, honestly. Right? Like, and to top it all off, she has a TikTok account that she rants on, guys. Like, you can't make this crap up. If this woman was like some 45-year-old woman, didn't have kids, and was sane, she'd be in a lot better of a position than she actually is. But 3 kids on top of it, throw the divorce in there as well. Hell, throw the TikTok account in there as well. I mean, we're just playing a losing game. So by all means, price yourself however you want, but men aren't really going to buy.
Otherwise, I just don't want to do it. I'm not going to like go just be desperate looking for a dude. So anyways, I guess I'm just thinking out loud here.
Never settle, queen. Never settle.
And, you know, I made that post yesterday. I think there's just a part of me that's yearning to get out there more and to see what's out there. And, you know, I don't, like I said, I don't have a lot of friends. So I stay home a lot. And because a lot of my friends, I don't have them because of the divorce and because I was friends with them in a place in my life where I was just not a healthy human. So it's like, I need good relationships in my life. I need good supportive women in my life, but I also can't help but have the desire for a male relationship. And
okay, so translation, she doesn't have any female friends because she lost them, because she botched the social sabotage of the divorce. What I mean by this, guys, is sometimes when women divorce their husbands, they fail to manage the image of it, right? Usually what women will do is they'll trash talk the husband ahead of time. They'll lie about him. They'll essentially just do character attacks and try and turn everybody against this man. But the problem is, in modern day society, a lot of people are catching on to this stuff. It doesn't always work. And so what ends up happening is sometimes people just realize that they're awful. You know what I mean? So sometimes the women, they try and do all these games, they try and do all this lying, they try and return to the streets discreetly and try and shame their husband on the way out and say that he's a bad man and that's why they did it. But sometimes it doesn't work. And sometimes it doesn't even work on their friends. Sometimes the friends actually like the husband more, and sometimes those friends are romantically interested in the ex-husband as well. So I think this woman probably just really screwed up her exit strategy for her divorce. People realized what a psycho she probably was, and then thus we have no female friends left, especially if she had them before, and now she doesn't have them anymore. So something's really kind of gone wrong here. I think she's botched the whole leaving it situation.
You know, maybe that makes me crazy, but, you know, maybe I'm a dreamer, but I don't think that desire will ever go away. So those are my thoughts on being single. I think relationships are important, but, you know, like I said, I'm not going to force it. I've tried forcing it my whole life when it was definitely not meant to fit. And, you know, I've paid the consequences for that.
Yeah, so we've tried to force attraction with men that we weren't attracted to. Thus, we have a whole bunch of stepfathers who are no longer here and a divorce under our belt as well.
But anyways, what do you guys think? Are you just like writing it off for the rest of your life? Do you think you need an excuse to get out more? Do you guys want to come hang out with me? Should we go out? Like, let's go out. I don't know. I just, you know, I'm looking towards summer. Maybe it's the winter doldrums, but I'm thinking like, I want to get out there. I want to see what's out there, you know, beyond the dating apps, because those are depressing and really, that's just really sad, to be honest.
Yeah, so the reason why dating apps are really sad for this woman is because she can't get the men that she wants off of them. And then also, I'm sorry, but what kind of 45-year-old divorced woman, with 3 children, is talking about, let's go out, let's have a girls' night out? Madam, your girls' nights out are over. You're 45. What are you sitting here talking about having nights out? Like, what are you going to do? Hit the clubs? This is sad, man. This is actually sad to watch. People will say, you know, women don't have to stay in their families. They don't have to have families. And like, you know, the government facilitates women making whatever choice they want to these days, guys. But you can't convince me that these people are happy. I really don't think so. 45-year-old woman, completely torn apart family, a divorce, and she's sitting here talking about like, let's go out, let's try and hunt for Chad. I don't know. Sounds like a very sad kind of situation to me personally.
Dating apps, because those are depressing and really, that's just really sad, to be honest with you. And I also wonder about the men out there, like what kind of men are actually single out there. I feel like all the good men are probably taken. Maybe that's just pessimist, like closed-minded of me to think that they're all taken. Like, but truly, like the good ones are probably all married, right? Because they're good. Who would let go of a good guy, in my opinion?
Yeah, so here's the thing. There are plenty of good men who are single, but they probably just won't meet this woman's income requirements, height requirements, and general attractiveness requirements. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just assume this woman is 5'8", okay? She doesn't want some 5'6" guy who makes less money than her. She simply doesn't. She's going to get bored. She's going to look for another man, and so on. So there are good men out there. She's just not really going to be interested in those ones. Now, the thing is, there are lots of Chads left. You know, even the dudes, there will be dudes out there who are older in age, who are still out there dating and who have a lot of options. But chances are these guys have already been divorced before. Their ex-wives have probably tried to take crap from them, or they've had girlfriends and they kind of understand what these modern women are like. So a lot of these guys with options, right, the Chads that are left out there who are dating, having their fun, they don't want to have serious committed relationships with 45-year-old single mothers of 3 that are divorced. You know, like these guys who have options, this is not what these men are looking for.
That's just pessimist, like closed-minded of me to think that they're all taken. Like, but truly, like the good ones are probably all married, right? Because they're good. Who would let go of a good guy, in my opinion? But then again,
I mean, you probably
I know? What do I know? Because I literally was raised in a circus, so I don't know what is up and down, but I want to figure that out, and I want to see if I can be a part of the non-circus crowd. Anyways, I love you guys and happy Saturday. I'm having a mocktail by my shower and I think I'm, oh shoot.
Oh my
I was trying to
goodness.
be all fancy. Anyways, I'm having a mocktail. I'm going to take a bath. And that's my Saturday night. Love you guys. Bye.
So let's sum this up. 45, single mother of 3, divorced, looking for her good man Chad now. So some provider guy who's going to also be highly attractive and all of this stuff. She has no friends because she lost them all after her divorce. And here she is drinking and talking on TikTok, making a rant video. That is absolutely crazy. Guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. Just that one clip for today. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Why do you guys think this woman is single? What do you think she's looking for? Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.